My name is Coral Hernandez, and I am originally from Puerto Rico, but I moved to Kentucky a month ago. I teach in Iroquois High School International Academy, ESL 1. So in Puerto Rico, I used to teach English as a second language also, but I was a new teacher. Sadly, in Puerto Rico, the economic crisis is very hard on new teachers because there is a lot of people that cannot retire because they are in a lot of debts. So they cannot retire, so there's no opportunity for new teachers to enter the system. So every time I worked, the contract was January to May, August to May, and that was it.
They don't value education as much as here, and they demand a lot of the teachers for the pay that we get. And it's not that you do this for money, because if you're gonna do teaching for money, it's not the right career choice. So you do it for the passion you have, but still you would like to get the proper compensation that you think you deserve. I always knew this is where I wanted to go, to the United States. So it was just a matter of where I was gonna go. And so this is the best opportunity that I had. So yeah, I'm here now at Iroquois High School.
There were a lot of places that needed bilingual teachers.
Yeah, there were people reaching out to us over there in Puerto Rico, and I went to a couple of interviews, but none of them seemed like the best option because, for example, one of the states that was recruiting, they said, "Oh, come over here," and I said, like, "What do you mean come over there? Like, oh, you just come and teach." And I'm like, "What? Like, are you gonna give me a house? Or oh no, you need to search for that on your own." And I'm like, "But I don't have any money." And they're like, "Well, I don't know."
I had the need to teach students that actually appreciate the language of English, because in Puerto Rico it was not appreciated because they don't need it.
When I told people I wanted to be a teacher since I was little, so they told me, "Oh, you're crazy with the education system here and everything." And I was like, "I don't care, you know." And I mean, I didn't even care if I didn't go somewhere else to teach. I mean, if I had to if I had to teach in Puerto Rico, I would do it because it's the only thing that I see myself doing.
My name is Jose Alfaro. I am currently the recruiter for Jefferson County Public Schools. So it was on June of 2015 I moved to Vancouver to work in the Human Resource Department. That year, on December, we started exploring with Dr. Goffner, my colleague, how can we recruit more minorities? How can we bring different type of teachers that are going to reflect how the kids look like in the classroom? The first idea was, okay, let's go to Puerto Rico. So we went back and we interviewed 120 teachers. Dr. Green and Dr. Goffner, myself, we went and we worked some days from 7 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. So going to Puerto Rico was not just a fun trip, it really was a work environment. Because we wanted to take advantage of the opportunity. So we invited 23 teachers.
When I met Mr. Alfaro and we had that conversation, it was like, yes, this is the place. Having my mom support me, even though I'm an only child, like I said, so for her to support me on this crazy journey is very important because I know she suffered a lot. She did not want to, let her girl go. But She is very special, and my grandma also. So they did not have resources to support me like in other ways, but just teaching me hard work is just all I needed, because my grandma and my mom, they are very hard workers.
It's been crazy because I got here and they had an offer about an apartment that was like 2 months free of the rent. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that since I don't have no money. And then when I got here, they said, oh, that offer is not available anymore. And I was like, wow, what am I gonna do now? So
having our teachers coming from other areas, this would not be possible without Class Act being involved, helping, enabling our teachers to come here to be able to do that, because all of them were moving here without any type of salary or payment or anything at all, and it is a very difficult transition just to pick up and move to a different area.
So yeah, that's when somebody said you should get into Class Act and get a loan from them, that they give you like $1,000 of a loan, and it's almost like you go there and it's almost like, you know, a sure thing. So I went in there and I got $1,000. I was like, okay. So I looked for an apartment like that same day, and the next day I made the deposit, and the day after that I got my apartment like 10 minutes from the school on a bike ride. Those are things that I didn't expect. I thought it was just like, you know, normal bank account, but that help that I got it meant everything to me. It was the difference between, you know, life and death for me here. So
when I got here on July 29th, I had an apartment. I have furniture in my apartment, because I did that all online and in the phone, and I also had a car.
Oh wow!
With Class Act. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So they've been very helpful. Mr. Alfaro, when he interviewed me, JCPS with all the materials I need to be a good teacher, and for all the moving expenses I had Class Act, because I needed a car and I needed money, and Class Act was there and JCPS was there, and they made the transition like so much easier for me.
We're excited that we've had this opportunity to be able to bring in some teachers from outside of the state of Kentucky itself, but even outside of the United States. And with that, one of the things that we are cognizant of is we know that it's difficult to come into a new situation, and so we have a teacher mentoring program. And then Ms. Kent runs our new teacher mentoring program, so we pair up these teachers who are coming here, making sure that they have someone that can support them.
Being the pioneers, we wanted to make sure that everything was going to be working correctly, make sure that we have some systems in place to support them. They are outstanding teachers.
When Mr. Alfaro told me about this, I was like, why me? And he was like, well, why not you?
it's just, for me, the way I build relationship with them is I act crazy. I mean, I show them that I'm a crazy person. They think they're crazy, but I show them that I'm crazier. So I walk in the classroom because I'm switching classrooms back and forth. I don't have my own room. So whenever I go in with my cart, I put music. I start dancing, and they're like, oh, Mr. Like that entrance that you're there. Like, this is your moment. The room is yours.
That's why I relate a lot with my students, because, and I also tell them, like, I've been where you are. Not knowing English, not English being my first language, I've been where you are. So I know you can do it. There's no excuse. You can do it. And it just motivates them.
It's been a great experience. One of the things that were unique about Iroquois High School is that we have students from 54 different countries. And so one of the things that we want to do is we want to kind of have the adults and the teachers and the staff members in the school reflect our population. So we're very excited to have teachers from other parts of different countries. And in Puerto Rico, we're really excited because the same thing that they have with their teaching certification, using Common Core and everything they use in their school system, is the exact same thing that we use here in our school system. So it's a great transition. And so we're able to get some experienced teachers that way. And the teachers have been wonderful. This year, it's been amazing. As we talk about new things we're looking to try and do, teachers are all over it and they're willing to step up and do what we're asking them to do. And it's just amazing seeing how they're owning Iroquois and our students this year. We're very proud of the teachers and very proud of the students.
It hasn't been easy, exactly. But when you love something so much, you gotta go for it. And some people don't go for what they love.
If you are in a situation where you need to move, where you need to find another job, and you need to make some adjustments, don't doubt it for a second, because God has purpose for everyone. So maybe your purpose is not where you are and it's somewhere else like mine. So I did find my purpose here in Louisville, Kentucky. And I took the risk, and I encourage everyone to do the same. I had to buy everything in Puerto Rico, like projectors, computers. And that is another thing that I have to appreciate a lot and say thanks to JCPS, because they have not only provided me a job, they have provided me all I need to do it. So they really care. That is amazing. So
I would also like to give my thanks to the people that helped me to get here, my family, my colleagues, my friends. Everybody supports me a lot, and without that support, I don't think I could have done what I've done.
and yes, Class Act will be my credit union. They've been so good to me.